Emma Morrison never imagined a simple, like, on a photo of a Canadian landscape would change her life. At 32, an English teacher in a small Sao Paulo town, she had given up on love after 2 failed relationships left her emotionally and financially drained. Her life was a predictable loop: school, home, Saturday gym, and occasional dinners with her best friend, Clara Fontaine, a graphic designer who had moved from Quebec years prior. Ironically, it was Clara who pushed Emma to join an international dating app. "You need new horizons," Clara insisted, helping craft her profile. "The men here don't deserve you. Canadians are kind and polite. I'm living proof it works." Emma relented, more from boredom than hope. She posted smiling photos, listed her hobbies: reading, hiking, yoga, and her profession. Within 2 weeks, she had dozens of matches, most leading to empty conversations or married men hiding their rings in poorly cropped photos. Then Connor McLeod appeared. His first message was different. He'd read her profile carefully. "Margaret Atwood is a national treasure. If you love her, you must read Alice Munro. I'd love to send you a copy." Emma was intrigued. His profile: Connor McLeod, 38, civil engineer, Vancouver. Photos showed a tall man with graying temples, a warm smile, and a golden retriever named Benson. He seemed authentic, not manufactured. "He seems too perfect," Emma told Clara over lunch, showing her his photos. "Not all online men are scammers," Clara reasoned. "But take it slow. Get to know him." Their conversations quickly deepened. Connor was attentive, remembering small details. When Emma mentioned work stress, he sent a voice message with advice and encouragement. When she said she'd never seen real snow, he sent videos from Whistler, promising, "One day, I'll show you in person." After 3 weeks, they video called. Emma changed her outfit 3 times. When his face appeared, her heart raced. He was even more handsome. The conversation flowed easily. He joked about her accent. She laughed at his attempts at Portuguese. "You're even more beautiful than I imagined," he said, his blue eyes holding hers through the screen. The ignored red flags. The next 2 months were an emotional whirlwind. They talked daily, despite the time difference. He spoke of their future with a certainty that was both thrilling and unnerving. "I'm tired of being alone, Emma," he confessed one night. "You're different." But there were strange moments. When Emma mentioned a work happy hour, his tone tightened. "Men will be there? Are you going?" "They're my colleagues, Connor." He quickly apologized. "It's just, I get jealous. It means I care." Emma accepted this. It was flattering, wasn't it? Clara noticed more. "Emma, why does he only call from that same room? Doesn't an engineer travel to sites?" "He works from home," Emma defended. The biggest flag came when she suggested visiting in July. He hesitated. "July is terrible for me. How about September? The fall colors are breathtaking. I'll take time off." September meant unpaid leave. "Emma," he said, his voice intense, "if we're serious, you'll have to invest in us. We need to see if this is real." He was right, she thought. "Okay," she agreed. September it is. 3 weeks before her trip, Connor video called, agitated. "Emma, I love you. I know it's fast, but I can't hide it." Her eyes welled up. "Connor, Let me finish," he interrupted gently. "I don't want a girlfriend I see once a year. I want a life with you." He held up a small blue box. "Emma Morrison, will you marry me? You don't have to answer now. Bring your answer in September. Come see your future home." Emma was in shock, but also convinced. He was serious. Clara was horrified. "A proposal before you've even met? Emma, this is how visa scams start. He's Canadian, Clara. He doesn't need anything from me. He's an engineer. Just promise you'll be careful," Clara pleaded. "Text me every day." In September, Emma used her savings for the ticket. At Guarulhos Airport, Connor messaged, "Can't wait to see you, my love. Everything is perfect. I love you." She smiled, but a chill of apprehension settled in her stomach. The flight was long. A Canadian woman next to her warned, Vancouver is beautiful, but be careful. There are opportunistic people. Emma dismissed it. Connor was different. At Vancouver airport, she saw him. He was real, holding yellow tulips, her favorite. You came, he whispered, embracing her. He smelled of cologne and something else, something sharp. He drove a large black SUV. As they passed the city's skyline, she felt like she was in a dream. I thought we'd go to your hotel, he said. Or we can tour the city. The hotel is fine, she yawned, but he drove past it. Connor, the hotel. Change of plans, he said casually. I canceled it. You're staying with me. My house is on the North Shore, near the mountains. You'll love it. The chill in her stomach returned. Connor, we agreed. We're engaged, Emma. Don't be old-fashioned. She quickly texted Clara. Change of plans. Staying at his place. We'll send address. Connor noticed. Texting who? Clara. Telling her I'm fine. Oh, an awkward silence. Are you going to text her all trip? Or pay attention to me? He laughed, but it wasn't a joke. They drove further, the city fading into dense, dark forest. How much longer? About 40 minutes. It's isolated, but the view is worth it. Isolated. The word echoed. Emma looked at the encroaching wilderness and wondered if she had made a terrible mistake. The house was modern, with huge windows overlooking the mountains. But it was profoundly alone, the nearest neighbor a 15-minute drive away. Inside was minimalist and expensive, but sterile. No personal photos. No dog. Where's Benson? At my parents'. Wanted us to have privacy. The answer felt rehearsed. He showed her to a beautiful guest room. No pressure. My door is open when you're ready. She felt relieved and guilty for suspecting him. But when she tried to open the window for air, it was locked. Connor, the window won't open. Safety locks. Bears. She woke at 5 a.m., jet-lagged. No cell signal. Brazilian carriers are weak here, Connor said, making coffee. Use my Wi-Fi. She connected. Messages from Clara flooded in. Emma, address? I'm worried. She replied, no signal. I'm fine. House is isolated. We'll send location. But the GPS wouldn't work properly. Problem with the Wi-Fi? Connor asked, suddenly behind her. She jumped. The internet here is slow. Mountain life. The first 2 days were superficially pleasant. He cooked, showed her the property. But he always appeared when she was on her phone. Suggestions to visit the city were met with excuses. Traffic is terrible today. On the third night, he brought out champagne. A toast to us. He didn't drink from his glass. Aren't you having any? Antibiotics. Sore throat. You enjoy it. The champagne tasted bitter. Have you thought about my proposal? He asked. Connor, it's only been 3 days. His face darkened for a second. Then he smiled. Of course. Sorry. Emma began to feel dizzy. I think I need to sleep. Get some rest, he said. I have a surprise tomorrow. She woke late, her head throbbing. A note from Connor. Come downstairs. We need to talk. He was at the table with a laptop. Did you sleep well? Too well. Mountain air. He turned the laptop. It showed breathtaking trail photos. I promised you real mountains. I've planned a 2-day camping trip. We leave tomorrow. Her chest tightened. Connor, I've never camped. I've taken care of everything. It's a private trail. We'll be completely alone. Alone. The voice in her head screamed. Let me tell Clara. Emma. His voice turned cold. Did you come here for her? Or for me? I just want her to know where I'll be. You'll be with me. Isn't that enough? He took a breath, controlling himself. This is important to me. Just the two of us. Feeling trapped, she agreed. Okay, let's go. His smile returned. Perfect. It will be unforgettable. That night, the Wi-Fi was down. She went to bed, listening to the oppressive silence, an animal howling in the distance. Tomorrow, she would be in the mountains with him. No signal, no witnesses, no way out. At 5:30 a.m., They left. The car was packed with enough supplies for a week. The trailhead was an empty parking lot. No rangers. No other cars. Where's your park ranger friend? He already cleared the trail for us. Standard protocol. It didn't feel standard. Her phone had no signal. The hike started peacefully, but after 2 hours, Connor stopped talking, his pace intensifying. Connor, slow down. I can't keep up. We need to make camp before dark. Come on. It was an order. She tripped, falling to her knees. Wait. He turned back, his eyes showing irritation, not concern. We don't have time for this. Get up. He pulled her up, his grip painfully tight on her arm. Real fear ignited in her. This was not the man from the calls. The campsite was just a clearing, utterly isolated. I'll set up the tent. You rest, he said, throwing her backpack down. She checked her phone. Nothing. Stop looking at that thing, he snapped. Why are you talking to me like this? He walked slowly toward her, his eyes cold and calculating. You know your problem, Emma? You don't know when you're in a situation you can't control. Her blood ran cold. You're in my country, in my world. No one knows where you are. Clara has no idea. Your phone is useless. No one is coming to save you. Connor, you're scaring me. Good, he said with a humorless smile. Maybe you need to be scared to understand how things work now. She tried to stand. He shoved her back. Sit. We're talking. What do you want? What do I want? He laughed bitterly. Months. I spent months creating the perfect profile, saying the right things. And you fell for it just like the others. All the others? The engineer? A lie. The house? Rented. The dog? Doesn't exist. Everything you know is a lie. Who are you? He leaned in, his face inches from hers. Someone who's sick of women like you, thinking you deserve a prince. Do you know how many like you I've brought here? You're the 5th, Emma. And the other 4? They never came back. She vomited. Clean that up, he said, disgusted. Now you'll do exactly as I say. Give me your phone, email, and bank passwords. Then you'll record videos saying you're happy, that you're staying by choice. No one will believe that. They will. The other families did. It's all documented. You disappeared because you wanted to. Understand. She looked at the endless, swallowing forest. He was right. She recorded the videos under duress, a knife just off camera. More emotion, he ordered. You're in love. Afterward, he handcuffed her to a tree with professional skill. You were a cop, she realized. 10 years on the Vancouver force. I know how investigations work, and how to avoid them. Why do this? My ex-wife, he said, sitting by the fire. She took everything. The judge believed her lies. Women always win. So this is justice. Every one of you looking for an easy life. I'm doing the world a favor. Emma saw it then. A man so warped by grievance he saw murder as righteousness. She tried to stand. He shoved her back. Sit. We're talking. What do you want? What do I want? He laughed bitterly. Months. I spent months creating the perfect profile, saying the right things. And you fell for it just like the others. All the others? The engineer? A lie. The house? Rented. The dog? Doesn't exist. Everything you know is a lie. Who are you? He leaned in, his face inches from hers. Someone who's sick of women like you, thinking you deserve a prince. Do you know how many like you I've brought here? You're the 5th, Emma. And the other 4? They never came back. She vomited. Clean that up, he said, disgusted. Now you'll do exactly as I say. Give me your phone, email, and bank passwords. Then you'll record videos saying you're happy, that you're staying by choice. No one will believe that. They will. The other families did. It's all documented. You disappeared because you wanted to. Understand. She looked at the endless, swallowing forest. He was right. That night, handcuffed and freezing, she heard footsteps. A large black bear, sniffing near the tent. It was a terrible, risky chance. She screamed, "Bear!" Connor burst from the tent in a panic. The startled bear attacked. In the struggle, Connor dropped the handcuff key from his pocket. It landed a meter from Emma. As he fought the animal, she stretched, the metal cutting her wrists, her fingers brushing the key, and grabbing it. She unlocked the cuffs and ran into the black forest. "Emma, you won't survive out there," he shouted after her. She didn't care. Nothing was worse than him. She ran blindly all night, branches tearing at her, feet bleeding. At dawn, exhausted, she found a river. Following it, she spotted a small, old cabin on the far bank with a narrow bridge. Hope. She staggered across and inside found an emergency radio. "Hello? Can anyone hear me? I need help. I'm being chased." The door flew open. Connor stood there, bloody and enraged, but with a trace of amusement. "I knew you'd follow the river. I expected you here. It's over, Emma." Then, from the radio, "This is Park Ranger Morrison. Identify your location and emergency." Connor lunged. Emma grabbed a heavy iron pot and smashed it into his head. He staggered, and she ran back outside, the ranger's voice promising, "Location identified. Hold on. Help is coming." She just had to survive a little longer. She was found by rangers, collapsing into their arms. "He tried to kill me. There are others." Connor, real name Marcus Brennan, a disgraced ex-cop, was captured. The investigation uncovered his rented house, a tomb of keepsakes from 5 women. The remains of 3 were found in the mountains. 2 were never recovered. At his trial, Marcus pleaded insanity. Emma testified, her voice steady as she relived the horror. She brought closure to families, including Sarah Chen's mother, who whispered, "You brought my daughter back." He was sentenced to life without parole. Back in Brazil, Clara held her tight. "You were right," Emma whispered. Therapy was long. The nightmares, the panic, the distrust. It was a daily battle, but slowly she rebuilt. 6 months later, she spoke in a documentary on predatory relationships. "I want women to know the signs," she said, her voice firm. "Progressive isolation, control disguised as care, pressure for quick decisions. Trust that instinct, that little voice telling you something is wrong. It's your lifeline."